Good Coke.
You know what? I like Coke as well. I also like to drink it too. Anyway, welcome to the podcast, everybody.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. My name is Matt Bex, usually called Matt Bexby, Matt Bexp, Matt Bexp, and
Matt, bacon, eggs, and experience points.
that's right. That's exactly right. And I'm here with my good friend Mark. And welcome to the Triumvirate podcast, Mark.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here. You know, I've always wanted to come on here. It's really great for you to have me here, man. It really is.
Yep, we're glad to have you, all one of us,
All one of me.
all one of me. So,
So,
what are we gonna talk about today, Mark?
well, I don't know what we're going to talk about, Matt, because we just recorded another podcast before this.
Don't
And,
don't tell anybody. Don't reveal secrets.
This is a new day.
This is a brand new day for a brand new way.
Yep. Yep. Totally. We don't record these two in a day. Nope. Not us.
That doesn't happen. That just doesn't freaking happen, all right? And get that out of your thick skull, and don't you dare be sharing it with Twitter. Anyway,
Matt, I
yeah.
think the people want to know how me and you met.
Oh,
Story to talk about. Let's talk about some good past stories we've had and how we met and all that good stuff.
you know what? That's a great idea.
Excuse me. Excuse me. I burped. I am so sorry. God, I'm sorry. Please don't cancel me on Twitter.
I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna have to boot you out of the podcast now. Sorry.
All right. That's fine.
Yep.
I like it.
All right, ladies and
Anyway.
gentlemen, it's just me. Just me. I'm gonna be doing
Before I go,
yeah.
can we talk about how we met and stuff?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we can talk about that. If I remember correctly, because well, I know that of course you and I went to high school together and all that
Mhm.
jazz. Um but like we didn't really start talking to each other for a good while. I mean, we just kind of like knew each other. Both of
Mhm.
us were in band and all that good shit. But yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it took a while. It had to have been my sophomore year whenever like we actually started talking and started just like hanging out and all that good shit.
Yeah. It's really weird because whenever you got there, I had my own friend group and people that I talked to every day, people that I hung out with every day. I didn't even know who you were, you little fucking shrimp brain.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't know who the
mean,
fuck you were. You were an ant beneath my boot, as far as I know.
yeah, yeah, which is exactly true. Which is 100% true. I was actually a physical ant.
You were a physical ant underneath my physical boot.
Yep.
And I don't know. I really don't remember how you and I started hanging out with each other because I remember I don't know if it was through someone in your section in the band that
Mm.
and you were just hanging around him and I don't know if you just rubbed off on him onto me, I guess. I remember one of the first things that you ever showed me when we weren't even that much friends. You
Yeah.
showed me one of your videos on YouTube. You
Yeah.
showed me the video of the guy who was really angry on Team Fortress 2 and you made him have captions and stuff. And I thought that was
Yes.
the funniest shit in the world.
This is the shit that nobody knows about, like at
Uh-huh, yep.
all, because
I remember the whole story with that guy too.
yeah. But just basically just recap. So I know it was in an earlier episode in the podcast. I was talking about kind of like how I deleted my old YouTube and all that shit like that.
Yeah.
Um, but before that, there was this one video. I had like a handful of videos on my YouTube channel, but there was one video that I made just like out of the blue, and it was just whenever I recorded gameplay of myself playing Team Fortress 2, and yeah, there was just this one dude. His name was Toggy. T
That's
O
right.
O
Huggy.
G G. Oh wait, no, Toggie. That was his name.
Yeah.
And good lord, I don't know what it was. I mean, like he had to been like either like just super into the game or what. I don't remember. But
So mad.
yeah, he got pretty, I'll just have to say aggressive. No, not really aggressive, but
Not really. No.
he 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 was just kind of like talking a mile a minute, more like, and just he's like, "Oh, everybody get on the point," just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
all the time. And so I remember even before like I made that video, I kind of made like a couple of like TF2 videos with another YouTube account. This is whenever I was like in like middle school or whatever,
Mm.
like, but that those were kind of like the same sort of style where it's just like, kind of some like TF2 gameplay, and then you have like some text to
Yeah.
in the video to complement
You
it and
know,
everything.
things that were popular back in the early 2010s.
Yeah, they really were. Now that I think about
Yeah.
it.
They really were.
But
But
yeah, in that Toggy video though, it's just like I pretty much captioned every single thing that came out of his mouth, and
mhm.
it was absolutely insane. And I remember it took a really long time to
It really was very well done. Like, it looked professional because you put so much time and effort into it. It was so good.
yeah, yeah, I remember like it was kind of supposed to be like my magnum opus or some shit like
Mhm.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
But I just know that it was picking up so much traction
It
that I'd
was.
never seen before. Like I remember it got to like 1,000, maybe up to like 5,000 views. I don't remember. It
It had
was
a lot.
it was having like a lot of views coming like super rapid.
Mhm.
And basically, long story short, uh it was doing so well. And one day, since it was pretty much doing numbers.
Doing this tweet doing numbers.
This tweet doing numbers, bro. um I don't know like what really possessed me, but it had to have been like after band practice one morning or something like that, and when everyone was like packing up or something. I don't remember. I don't know what got me to like, come up to you and start like talking to you and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's one of the earliest things I remember, like having like a real one-to-one kind of like interaction with you, is was
Yeah.
just like I just out of the blue was just like, "Oh, here you go. Here's a video I made."
And it was hilarious.
Yeah.
It was the best shit. And I went to your YouTube channel and I saw that you had all those videos and you had some source filmmaker videos that you made.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, man, this guy's pretty legit. I want to be friends with this guy. And the very first game that we ever played together was Minecraft.
You're right. I
and
remember that too.
we didn't have Skype or Discord wasn't even a thing back then.
Oh my god,
So
you're right.
yeah,
Yeah,
so we typed to each other through Minecraft.
holy shit, I forgot about that. Yeah, we didn't even, like, talk in, like, voice chat or anything.
No,
No,
because we were both so shy.
just the both of us fucking type it in the Minecraft chat. Oh my god.
We were both like a fucking like saying our mics was broken. It's like, "Oh, my mic's broken. I can't
Yeah.
talk."
That's exactly what it was. Yeah, my mic, it's broken. I can't find it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So you want to
and
just build over here or something?
yeah, but no. And then after that, um, you just kinda started hanging out with my friend group, and you were a freshman while we were all seniors, or a sophomore while we were all seniors,
Yeah.
and whenever I graduated, I lost connection to most of that friend group. I still talk to one of them, not all the time, but most of the sometimes.
Yeah.
But man, you just somehow like a leech on a fucking pig, you're stuck around.
Y-
And now you came out on top. You started at the bottom and now you're at the top. How do you feel?
I feel pretty fucking great, bro. I started from
That
the bottom, now I'm here.
now you're there. You're here.
I'm here. Here I am.
And we've been friends ever since and probably will be until the day we both die.
Exactly. Exactly. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
um
Not unless some drama comes up.
yeah, yeah. No, that'd never happen. No. uh,
But yeah. I really do wish that we would start making content a long time ago.
yeah.
Like, God, fuck. I
Be-
say that every time we talk, but now I'm saying it on the podcast so people can understand. People can understand what they're missing, what they missed out on, and what we missed out on giving to them.
Honestly, like, because you know, I think whenever like we played Minecraft together for the first time, did we play that for a good bit and then move on to
I
uh
want to say we did.
yeah.
Oh,
I think that's what happened because basically um yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that, like, we were playing Minecraft for a good bit, and then we decided to talk to each other on Skype.
hmm
Um, Eventually, I don't remember
yeah.
when exactly, but
I don't either.
anyway, that had to have been shortly after, whenever you introduced me to a funny little game, or at least a game mode in Gary's mod.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And I mean, that's the thing. Like after I remember after we got done with Minecraft, you introduced me to Team Fortress 2
Oh
because
yeah.
I never
Yeah.
played Team Fortress 2 before then, and you introduced me to Left 4 Dead.
Oh shit, I did.
I believe you did, yeah.
Oh
Um,
shit.
we played a little bit of Left 4 Dead. We didn't play a lot of it. And we played some Team Fortress 2, but we didn't play a lot of it. And then we decided Gary's mod, and this is before I even knew about Gmod Tower.
Oh yeah.
We were in sandboxes, fucking around doing shit like that. And then I started watching the Yogscast. Well, I didn't start watching the Yogscast. I've been watching the Yogscast forever. And they started playing a game mode called Gmod Tower. And I was like, hey, Matt, there's a funny little server on Gmod called Gmod Tower. Are you interested in checking it out? And you're like, yeah, check it out. And
Yeah.
we did.
And
And
the rest is history. No, but
rest is history. Fucking Gmod Tower was where we really hit it off. That was like just staying up all night playing mini golf and watching movies in the theater and exploring all of Gmod Tower, playing in that shitty little casino and
yeah.
all that stuff. That's where we really hit it off. That's where our friendship really started to blow up.
Yeah, exactly. It's just so crazy, like, looking back, because pretty much that's how our friendship really grew, is because Because it would be like those nights where like we would just be on Skype, just playing Gmod Tower, just playing mini golf at like 2 or 3 in the morning and all that good shit, you know.
And raging at how bullshit Carrefour Gardens is. Listen, if you know Gmod Tower and you play mini golf, we can all agree here that Carrefour Gardens is the worst mini golf stage.
It really is.
It
Like
is. It is.
I will go to my grave believing that Carrefour Gardens. It's I mean like nowadays it's called just gardens,
Now it's
but
just called Gardens, and it's still shit.
it is still shit. I mean, pretty much the shittiness of what it was back in Gmod Tower is it was pretty much just 100% transferred onto Tower Unite, which is what it if you don't know, that's basically what it is now because
Yeah.
the makers of Gmod Tower and everything um they decided to go with what was it, the Unreal Engine or something
Yeah,
like
the
that?
Unreal Engine. It was the Unreal Engine.
Yeah,
The only
so
Unreal standalone game.
yeah, yeah, basically their own standalone game. So now it's called Tower Unite, which is basically it's been in development for God knows how long.
It's been in development ever since it came out, which was like 5, 6 years ago.
Yeah, and it still says it's in alpha, so you know, go figure.
Like, I love Gmod Tower so much, I even bought the premium.
You
Like, I was a
did.
premium member of Gmod Tower. We loved that game so much.
I remember you did it like one of those nights and I
Mhm.
was there for it.
Yep.
You actually
Yep.
put money into a Gary's Mod server thingy.
And I believe that was near the end.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, 'cause I remember
probably.
it being a waste of a purchase because it was like, "Oh, yeah, you bought this thing? Well, guess what? In a month or so, we're gonna shut down the servers." It's like, "Well, fuck."
Oh yeah, that's right. You're like, what the fuck?
And then after Tower Unite started, we were both wondering what the heck else we were gonna do because Tower Unite had nothing. It
Yeah,
was a buggy, barren mess.
yeah, I remember exactly like whenever it first came about. Of course, like both of us were the first ones on board, but
Yeah.
I remember it being definitely a lot more empty and
Mhm.
there was like nobody in the servers whatsoever. Like nobody was playing it just because, you know, it was kind of like just brand new and like, you know, not everybody got the memo, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's just like I remember a lot of people, a lot of the OGs, a lot of them hated it.
Yeah, and a lot of them still do hate it because it's not the same. And it's not the same. It's not the same as it was on Gmod Tower, and I wish Gmod Tower would come back. Like, I wish there was, like, a legacy server or
Oh
something,
yes. Oh man, that would be great.
but no. And then so after that, we didn't know what to play, and then I thought to myself, "Hey, what if we could play Mario Party 2
Oh boy, you're telling
on
them
the
about
internet?"
this. Oh,
And there was one night where I was like, "Alright, technology has to be far in the future enough to where we can play N64 games online," and there was. And I remember finding out about NetPlay, and I was like, "Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy." First, we started out with Melee because I wanted to play Melee
yeah,
with
yeah,
with you, and it worked a little bit. It was a little buggy, but it did the job.
yeah. I mean, I
It
think
got the job done.
we were able to play like maybe a couple of Smash, you know,
Yeah.
rounds together.
But then I found about N64 NetPlay, and we spent a good chunk of time trying to figure it out. And then when we did, we played our first game of Mario Party 2 together, and it was great.
That was yeah, that was the start of something that would be implanted in both of our experiences, I guess.
Mario Party 2. And I think I said this in a previous podcast. Mario Party 2 to us is our bread and butter. That is the thing that, and when we play it, we always have fun. We always crack jokes, and that's just something that we just meld together with so much. It's Mario Party 2 is what mini golf was to us.
Yes, exactly. Because the thing about Mario Party 2, especially like, way back whenever like we would play that shit nearly every night, you know, there's just so much that could happen in the game. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure like, all the other Mario Party games are exactly like that, but I don't know. The way that Mario Party 2 is, especially between, the both of us, it's just it just feels different. It's just like
Yeah.
the stakes couldn't be any higher when it comes to like, because with that fucking that hidden block that just comes out of nowhere, there's just
Yeah.
like there's just a moment of silence where you're just like, "Oh
Oh fuck.
shit."
Oh boy, what's it going to be? And we would like to get an example of that. We said this before. There's a video on Matt's YouTube called what's it called? Hidden
Uh
Star something?
I think it's called Hidden Star or something like that.
That is a taste on what it's like. And if y'all could see our old games before we started recording them, there were so many moments where we were playing late into the night, either tired or blasted
Yeah.
drunk
Yeah.
playing this game. And there were some good moments. And I really wish that we started recording stuff, you know, when we started playing those games.
Yeah. And that's one thing I regret just as equally, because yeah, there were so many nights where, yeah, I'm talking about like we would play from like 2, 3, 4, even 5 in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of stuff. We would just be playing Mario Party 2, just fucking zooted out of our goddamn minds.
Yep.
And
Yep.
we just the craziest shit would happen, man.
And it's hard to do that nowadays because, I mean, I'm all grown up, I have a wife and I have a job and you have a job and it's hard for me to stay up all night. I can do it, but I just have I can't. I
Yeah,
can't stay up all night.
yeah,
And it's rough. And I wish I could. I wish I could stay up all night playing video games, but I have things I have to do, which sucks because I feel like if we did this stuff before, then things may be different now. Like if we started this whole triumvirate thing back then, I feel like things would be different. But
yeah,
it's I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I can't go back and change the past. But it's just one of those things where you know we're trying our best now. So
exactly. And the thing about it is just like I 100% agree. I really wish that we were doing some like recordings and stuff like that way back when, and everything, and maybe like we could have had this sort of like
yeah, we could have
ability, or
started
this,
something. Yeah,
yeah, this drive, this you know maybe we could have made like something like the triumvirate or something like that, way back when, but
I
you know
think I remember. I think I remember. Sorry to cut you off,
oh no, you're good.
but I think I remember there was a time where I posted or I sent to you. I said, "What if we started a channel that was like Game Grumps, where we play games for people?" And I remember you were like, you said, "No, I don't really think that'll work out because then we'll be copying the Game Grumps and people will be mad at us for it." And I was like, "Yeah, that's true."
Oh, I can see myself saying that, yeah.
Because at the time, me and you were both massive Game Grumps fans.
Yeah.
So we were like, we don't want to be like the popular Game Grumps
We don't want it to seem like we're just a bunch of copycats.
when everyone literally was trying to be like the Game Grumps.
Yeah, yeah. But see,
Like,
the thing I think about it though is that, like, kind of countering that sort of argument there.
mhm,
Um, it's just I don't think there's any way if you're putting 100% yourself into
mhm.
like whatever you're doing. There's absolutely no way that you can like copy somebody else.
No, there's not.
I mean, like it could be something like similar, maybe, but like it's not a general copycat unless you're just trying to be those people or that
Unless
person.
you do every little thing that they do,
Yeah,
like to a T. You know,
exactly. You know,
like if this podcast try to be the official podcast or the Super Mega Cast or something like that, then it'd be like, well, now we're just being a bunch of copycats. But no, I mean, podcasts are just two people or three or four people talking. I mean, that kind of goes into like a bigger thing of let's plays. Let's plays are videos of one person or two people doing something. There's nothing. It's not an original concept. You can't really make an original concept anymore. I don't
mm,
think there's a way to make something original on YouTube anymore. I mean, so one person copies after another because they're inspired by one person. You know,
yeah,
you
exactly.
really, you really can't. Like, you can have your own voice, you can have your own message, you can have what you want to do, but at the end of the day, it's going to be similar to other content out there. You know,
Yeah, exactly. And I think the way that it is kind of similar to what you're saying is just like it's actually impossible to make something 100% original from the ground up. It's
yeah,
like because if you have no inspiration or nothing like at all, and like you're making try if you're trying to make something out of nothing, then you are going to fail. Like, there and shit. I mean, there might have been, some people that don't fail, but it's just the percentage chance of trying to like not step into any categories or like not trying to uh just try to
yeah,
make your own thing.
yeah. Building something from the ground up is near impossible unless it's like a business. Like a business is like, you know, that's different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Microsoft or Amazon or something like that.
Jeff Bezos.
Jeffrey Bezos, that's the man.
That's shit, my microphone. That's the man.
Oh shit.
That's
Um, but yeah, that's how we became friends, and we've been friends ever since then.
yeah,
You know,
pretty much. That's
it's
that's how it's gone.
and we met Funk in college.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
we did.
you met him in college, and at first I didn't know anything about him. And at first I was like, here's this guy that's friends with my best friend. I don't like that.
I don't
So I'm
like
gonna
that.
start talking. I'm gonna start talking to this guy, and then I did, and then he became a really fucking cool guy who's arguably smarter and way more morally sound than us, but not really.
Yeah. Yeah, I
He
mean,
has a he has a smart outside and like a way of speech, but on the inside, he's just as stupid,
yeah.
just as dumb as we are.
Yeah, honestly, like it's just weird sometimes though because they're most of the time like Funk and I are on the same page about nearly like anything. Mostly like when it comes to like memes and shit like that. Cause
Yeah,
I don't know what it is, man. But yeah, he's definitely a very memey boy as well.
he really is.
And yeah, he's a pretty cool dude.
He's a really cool dude.
Yeah. But
He is.
yeah,
And one day he'll be on the podcast.
maybe. Uh, if we only hope, you know what I mean?
Mm. One day we'll cancel him on here. One day.
That's true. That is true. And
One
it'll
day
be
we'll.
glorious. And he won't even freaking see it coming.
Nope. But yeah, and we got plenty of stories too to tell about band and all
Oh
that
yeah.
stuff. Like we've been in a band. I was in band for like 10 or 11 years.
Yeah. I I kind of lost count how many years I was in band, because are you also like talking about like middle school too and shit?
I am. Yes,
Yeah.
I count that.
uh let's see. So,
I don't think I ever asked you how did you why did you want to join the band? What made you? Is it because you wanted to learn tuba or were you forced into it?
I mean, I think my mom had me just at least try it out,
Hmm.
cuz I don't think I actually really wanted to like do band and stuff like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But my mom was just like, "Well, just try it out, and if you like it, that's cool, and if you don't, that's fine as well." But
Yeah.
yeah, I think she just had me just try it out, and like I remember that one night in middle school where they had the kids try out all of the instruments and everything like that.
Yeah.
And it's a funny story too, because a little backstory, both my mom and my dad are like uh they were percussion in high school.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
they're heavy like percussionists and everything. So
Mm.
anyway, that night I get to try in all of the instruments, and they have like a little like scoreboard, I guess, on how
Yeah.
well you
I
do
remember.
on each one.
I remember that. Yeah.
And I think the instruments that I didn't do so hot, I think, were the woodwinds and everything.
Oh
But
yeah.
especially whenever it comes to like the brass instruments, I think I did fairly well.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just remember the second to last instrument I tried out was the percussion, and of course, like I did extremely well at least just keeping a beat, and
Yeah.
just I guess my form was pretty good. So my mom was pretty much like, "Oh yeah, he's got this in the bag. He's definitely like a percussionist and stuff like that."
Hmm.
So I got done with that, and the last thing I needed to try out was the tuba. And
Hmm.
so I was just like, well, I'll give it a shot and everything. And so I go up to the instructor,
Hmm.
and he just hands me like the tuba and everything like that, and just giving me a little pep talk beforehand.
Hmm.
And Matt, you can blur this out if you really want to, but basically he had me play the fight song,
Oh yeah.
and I was pretty much kind of like hooked after that because I was like a
Yeah.
huge fan at the time.
Yeah.
And so I kind of crushed my mom's feelings, but she was kind of all right, you know. She pretty
Yeah.
much was just like, as long as it's got like a scholarship involved, I'm okay with it. But yeah, that that was pretty much it. Yeah.
I did the same thing. We went to the same middle school together because we both live in the same area. So I was doing the same thing. I went around and played all the instruments. I did terrible at the flute and at the clarinet. Could not play those for the life of me.
Yeah.
Um, Saxophone I did pretty good on. Um, and I did really good on the brass instruments. Like I could play trumpet, I could play tuba, baritone, French horn, and I went to percussion and I could not play percussion worth a shit. I think percussion was my lowest score.
Damn, bro.
It was not good. So I when I went to the baritone, I was really good at it. I was really good. Even the instructor said, like, wow, you are like really good for your level. I was like, oh, cool. So then when it came to choose, I was like, I want to play the baritone.
Give me the
And
baritone. I want it.
and I did. I played baritone. I was a baritone boy. I was a euphonium
Wow.
man for 1 year, for my whole sixth grade year.
Hmm.
Until little old me said, and this is the reason why I do not play baritone anymore. I thought it was too heavy and too bulky to carry around.
Uh,
Take it
uh,
home and to practice it. I didn't want to do it. It was too heavy and too bulky. So I said, all right. And keep in mind, at the time, our middle school isn't a high end middle school. It was a pretty low, poor, not poor, but they didn't have a lot of money. So
yeah.
you could only rent certain instruments, and you can only you had to buy certain others. So I told my mom, I said, hey, I don't want to play the baritone anymore. Can I switch to trumpet? And
Oh.
she was like, we'll have to buy your own trumpet, and that's really expensive. And I was like, well, what about the French horn? And she was like, okay. And lo and behold, that very next year, I was the only French horn
Oh my
from
god.
seventh to eighth grade. And then when
Wow.
I got to high school, I was in a group of three French horns. And then my junior year or my sophomore year, I was the only French horn and therefore
Good
the only
lord.
mellophone marching.
Good
It was just
lord, man.
little old me. Little old me just marching with one mellophone.
Jesus
I was,
Christ.
and then junior year came around, we got a couple, and then senior year, we got, I think there was like what, six of us or something like that.
I think yeah, I remember correctly. I think there was like
I'd
six
like,
of you
I'd
guys.
like to think, I'd like to think I was the cause of that expansion, because like a couple of years ago, when I was looking at my old high school, apparently there was 13 mellophones.
13? There's fucking
13.
13 now? What the
Yeah,
fuck?
13. 13 mellophones, aka 13 French horns.
Good
And then
lord.
when I get to college, I'm like, whoa,
Oh,
there's so many other people playing my instrument.
where'd you guys
This is
come from?
crazy. Where'd you guys go? You guys know what I know?
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
And I played the French horn for 11 years and I love that instrument. I understand. I understand why it's one of the more, probably one of the most, not one of the most. I don't know. It's pretty difficult to learn in the brass hierarchy.
Yeah, just because of the like range on it, like
Yeah.
no joke.
So I get it. but I feel pretty proud of myself that I know how to play it, and I don't play no stinky fucking tuba like a fucking bozo. Am I right?
I'm gonna
Yep. Anyways,
I'm gonna need you to take that back, mister.
but see, I got my inspiration for wanting to start band because, and Matt, you can blur this out if you blurt out your part. I was heavily inspired by the band. I wanted
Uh
to be a part of the band so bad, so bad. I wanted to march and I wanted to watch the Crimson Tide. I wanted to do that. And whenever it came time to apply for colleges, turns out that the University of is very expensive.
yeah. Yeah,
Very
I would say
expensive.
so.
And you had to stay there for your first year if you were on a scholarship. And I
Oh
was like,
wow.
well, I don't, my mom and dad didn't want to spend $20,000. Well, not really. I would have to get a loan for $20,000. But, that would have been a lot. So I decided, hey, let's go to UAB instead.
Yep.
And here we are.
And here we are.
And I'm
Not
a diehard Blazers fan.
go Blazers.
Go Blazers. You can keep that in.
Yeah,
Go
go
Blazers.
Blazers.
So yeah, I wanted to be in part of marching band forever. It wasn't something where my mom was like, you should try this out. I was like, no, I want to do this. I want to play in band. I want to play an instrument.
Yep.
So now I know how to play the French horn, and that's the only instrument I know how to play. Well, I can play trumpet. So that was going to be my I could have been a trumpet player. I could have been, but it never came to be. I could have been a baritone player if I didn't decide to, let it go.
Yeah.
So
Definitely I will say I definitely know how to play baritone as well,
I know you do.
but
Yeah.
you know, I
I
don't
remember
know.
you I remember you and Funk having to learn how to put horns up and horns down on a baritone.
Yeah. I remember that too. That was
Meanwhile, something that was so fluid to me was so bulky and unnatural for you and him.
yeah, because like with a sousaphone, I mean like that's it. That's all you got.
Mhm.
It's just this big old thing that's on your shoulders.
I don't remember when we were there. Did y'all have to wear did we wear helmets when we were there in Italy?
No,
No.
I don't think
Okay.
so.
I don't think we did either.
I think yeah, because I think people wore I mean like we wore like the beanies.
That's right. We wore those beanies.
Yep.
That's right. But no. So we've been in band for a long time. We've been all over the world pretty much. We've been to New York and Florida and Italy
Yeah, pretty
and
much.
yeah,
You've
to
been to
Georgia and
Hawaii.
I've been to Hawaii.
Yeah.
So those are some good times. Oh, we've been to the Bahamas.
Oh yeah, yeah, we went to the Bahamas. Yeah, I remember that.
We got some good stories from the Bahamas.
Good God, yeah.
We got some good stories. We were drunk almost every night. And our band director said, no one needs to get drunk or we'll send you on the next plane home. And I remember, and I will always remember our band director. I'm not going to call him out just in case, but I remember our band director. He was new. This was his first year.
Yep.
And he was like, I don't want any of you drinking. And if I come up to you and I smell alcohol on your breath, you're on the next plane home.
Yeah, I remember
He
him
was,
saying that. Yeah.
he was like, the football coach has already sent 2 players home for drinking too much. And I will not be afraid to do that to you. And didn't you say he's going to kick you out of the band or something like that?
I don't remember if it got that drastic. I
But
I don't remember.
and I remember just the last night before the football game, he didn't give a shit. He was like, all right, whatever, just do what you want.
Just stay safe. Just
Just stay safe. And we got torn up. We got torn up, and me and Matt and Funk and a couple of our other band friends stayed in, I think it was my hotel room with another guy, and we played Monopoly, all drunk on rum.
Yeah,
Good times.
that was good shit.
Good times.
I gotta say, like, I gotta let this be known.
Mhm.
Like at the beginning of the Bahamas trip, like once we had everything packed, and that first time going, like going down and just kind of like exploring the resort. Uh,
Yeah.
we stayed at the Atlantis Resort, by the way.
Yeah, Atlantis, yeah.
But yeah, I remember because I had to have been like 19 at the time.
Mhm.
But anyway, I remember us walking around and everything like that, but in the back of my mind, I was just like, okay, so the legal legal age is like I think it was 18 to
Yeah, it was
drink.
18 in the Bahamas. Yeah.
Yeah, it was 18 at the Bahamas. So I like the whole time in the back of my mind I was thinking like I was just like, okay, I need to get like an alcoholic beverage. I am of legal age now. And
Yep.
so pretty much I remember us walking around and then going to this it was kind of like one of those diners
Yeah.
over at the resort and everything.
Yeah, I
And
remember.
I remember being like the first motherfucker in that diner because that's where we decided to go and eat and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah, it was that down there on, like, the back part. It was like that burger place, right?
Yeah,
Whatever it was.
yeah, it was.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
I remember I was just like, okay, I gotta sit down. Okay, I need something to drink.
I want a beer.
I want a beer. I'm allowed.
Well, you were also like that in Italy too, because Italy, their drinking age is also 18.
Yeah,
And they told us, they said, only people over 21 can drink because we follow by American rules. But no one cared. Me, it, me,
no one
you,
cared.
and me, you, and my wife, and I think Funk. We were all in the restaurant together and we drank wine. I don't think Funk did, but me, you, and my wife did.
I remember like the my first taste of like alcohol. It was whenever we were in Pisa.
Yeah, we were in that pizza place, right?
We were in that pizza place, and
Hmm.
I got me a red wine, and
Hmm.
that was my first ever alcoholic beverage. And I gotta say, wine's okay. That wine was okay, but I'm just not a big fan of red wine.
I love red wine. That's my favorite. That is my favorite alcoholic beverage. It used to be hard liquor,
Yeah,
but I can't drink whiskey no more because it gives me so bad of a heartburn. So bad.
yeah, yeah. Whiskey is pretty
Um,
bad.
so wine is so much more smoother and it doesn't do that to you. Beer just makes you feel bloated and like gassy, and it does the job, but I mean, if you drink a lot of it, you're like, ugh, I can't do this no more. I can't drink another one. Oh, the wine, you're like, all right, I just polished off this bottle. Let's crack open another one.
Let's crack open another one, boys.
Oh, oh, lordy, I am an alcoholic. Anyways,
Yeah, it's so weird though because you know, of course, whenever I first turned 21, like I would drink like a fucking fish. But I don't know. I've definitely
yeah,
like mellowed out over
yeah,
the years. It's there's pretty much there's a really long duration in between like one drink to the next for me.
yeah,
I don't know.
same.
It's just like I'm not like I enjoy it. I enjoy having a drink every once in a while, but I just don't have that drive like I did whenever I was, like
We
18,
were 21
19, 20, 21.
just
That
to
that
get torn up from floor up.
exactly.
Hmm. Yep,
It's
and that was
it's
me when I was 21.
it's just crazy to think about, though. Just one once you're allowed something, like you don't have that drive anymore.
Yeah, like once you're allowed something, it's really enjoyable for like a little bit, and then you're like, well, it's the same thing every time, so it's kind of boring. Now I'm just doing it just for fun,
Yeah,
not just because I can.
exactly. I guess that's what the drive I would think would be is just the fact whenever you're like a teenager or something like that is just the fact that you cannot legally have it
Yeah,
until you're 21. I guess that's why, just like, oh, I need alcohol. I want to drink it to feel good.
I want to drink and get the drunk.
I want to drink and get drunk.
Now, don't get me wrong, like things like New Year's Eve. Man, I got plastered on New Year's Eve. And I had to work the next day, and that was really fun.
Oh yeah.
um, like that I want to get plastered on New Year's Eve because that's fun.
Yeah.
But like drinking like I used to, like alone, just to drink, just to get drunk, which is, I mean, that's like alcoholic right there. I don't do that much anymore.
Yeah.
I usually drink with like my wife or my mother-in-law. That's what I do.
Just have
That's
a
what I
just
do.
have a little just have a little fun.
Yeah. Like right when this podcast ends, I'm gonna go to the state store and get some vodka because we're having Moscow mules tonight.
Ooh, that sounds
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yep.
Hell yeah,
Because
man.
it is her birthday.
Oh,
My mother-in-law's birthday.
well, that's pretty great. Anyway, um,
Anyway.
I will say that I hope if you're 21 and over,
Mhm.
be sure to drink responsibly. We do not
Just
condone the drinkage and drive-ins.
smoke some weed instead. Like fucking whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Just
Is that okay to
whatever.
say on YouTube? I don't know if that's okay to say on YouTube. No, I think that's okay to say. Well,
I
if
don't
you're in a
know.
legal state
Yeah, if you're in
and
a
you're over
legal state,
21,
then
then go
go
ahead.
nuts.
By all means, smoke weed if you're in a legal state. By all means, go ham.
Yeah, go nuts.
I wish we lived in a legal state to smoke weeds, but to smoke two weeds,
Doth thine smoke te weeds?
to smoke epic weeds. But
Excuse me,
no,
fair maiden. I was wondering if you could perchance smoketh the weeds.
oh, okay.
Um, okay.
I'll just do it by myself.
I have plenty to go around.
Yeah, Weed Man's pretty cool. But have you ever tried crack cocaine? That's pretty neat.
I haven't tried it yet.
Yet.
Yeah,
But you're planning on it, right?
maybe. I guess I'll find out on the next episode of Mythbusters.
Well, that's just about the Mythbusters. We're gonna try crack cocaine.
It's fucking like just like all right, so we've managed to acquire the crack cocaine in this little doggy bag here. Adam is going to be the guinea pig, and we're just going to see how this is going to go.
He's gonna be the guinea pig. Oh no.
He's going to turn into a guinea pig.
Oh shit. You don't think he's gonna turn into a guinea pig.
I might or might not actually be on it right now. I'm not entirely sure.
I don't know what's going on, but I think I might be on
I can see smells.
it. Oh boy. Well, this has been pretty exciting. What do you say, Matt?
I would say so.
How long gonna be a recording for, Matt? Tell me.
About an hour and 9 minutes.
Mm, mm. But there's also some parts that you need to cut out.
Yep. Oh
Uh,
well.
quick, Matt. We gotta extend this podcast by at least 30 more minutes. Give me your opinion on the stock market.
The stock market, it goes up and down sometimes. I don't know. What is your
Okay,
opinion on cheese?
cheese. God damn, do I love cheese?
What
Fuck.
what kind?
Cheddar, brie. I fucking blue cheese is for losers. If you like blue cheese, then fuck you.
Blue cheese is for little wimp babies that haven't been breastfed their entire life.
Yeah, I agree to that. Matt, what's your favorite soda pop?
My favorite soda pop is Dr. Pepper or root beer, whichever, depending on the taste. Mark, what's your favorite food?
My favorite food is uh, uh,
That's great. That is fantastic.
Matt,
Yeah?
what's your favorite? What's your favorite? What's your favorite car?
My favorite car is um car.
Car.
Mark, what is your favorite man?
Uh, uh, my dad.
Your
Matt,
yes.
how would you like to die?
Honestly, Mark, I think about this every other time. My ideal way to die is quick and painlessly. Um, Perhaps whenever I don't see it coming. That way there's no suspense or any type of ill will. Maybe something that, I'm taking pleasure in.
Hmm, hmm.
Sometimes I think to myself is just like, when is going to be the last breath of fresh air that I'm going to have? Sometimes that will Mark, what is your favorite type of sports?
Football. I love whenever they throw the foot and they have the ball.
That's great.
Yeah. Uh, everyone, can you tell that we ran out of ideas to talk about?
No, there's no way we fooled him.
No. Well, you know what, Matt? Why don't we just say fucking and end this podcast, huh?
Yeah, let's just go ahead and just end the podcast right now.
And everyone knows when you end a podcast, you never talk to each other again. So, Matt, it's been good talking to you this week. I'll talk to you next week. I'll never talk to you in between.
Yeah,
So,
we'll just not talk to each other ever again until the next podcast. So, I guess not only will we see you guys next week, but we'll see each other next week. So,
and episode 1 actually should already be out
pro-
by now,
probably yeah. By the time that
maybe.
I'm I think I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
Hopefully, it'll be out. Hopefully, it'll already be out, Matt.
Maybe. Don't don't question me with these things.
I'm questioning you.
Okay, well, I guess we'll see you guys later. Thanks for listening to the podcast today.
Thanks for listening to the podcast, everybody. Be sure to follow our Twitters at King Triforce, at MattBEXP, at TriumVG, at your mom, at your dad, at your dog, at Twitter, at
Batman. All right, see you guys later.
Join Discord the Triumvirate.
Join the Discord, or else.
You can give us suggestions and topics to talk about, or ask us questions, or be really mean to us.
Yeah, we're okay with either which one.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.